Hello and welcome back to the Eternian Stories channel, where today I want to share kind of what I've been doing for Preptober and what my plans are for the November NaNoWriMo this year. I've been working on the same novel for 5 years? 4 years? Something like that? A very long time. More than 3 for sure. And I think I finally have it in a place that I can write 50,000 words in a month, no problem, and get the story where I want it to be, and I have more stories to write, and just it's a whole thing. But this Preptober I have gotten a new notebook here that really excited to be using for all of the Preptober work. And then my outline I made into like smaller pieces so I can put these, like paste them into my journal here, and then write any other information I need for those sections, like to know or something for later or whatever. So this has, the notebook has gone a lot like a lot of my other notebooks have, but there are some new pages doing the snowflake plotting method and stuff like that. So I will show you guys what I've been doing and how it's been going. I still have summaries to finish for 2 more characters. Not summaries, character profiles, just questions to ask your characters to get to know them better, what they're going to be doing in the story and stuff like that. So I will show you guys what I've been working on. Okay, so taking a look at my journal here, I have a sticker on here that's really cool. Ignore my keyboard in the corner. My desk is very full of stuff right now. So looking at the journal here, we have live more, worry less, and then write more books, which 2 cool things I like. I want to put another sticker up here, but I don't know what to put here. And then when we open it, I have 2 different little like idea landing zone pad, whatever you want to call it. I have 2 of these. This one has quotes for later, just to add in of things I think of for characters to say, and then this is short story ideas and things to actually put in this journal later, which we're getting pretty close to the end of the 2 sticky notes I made of this. And then underneath that, it's the word count for Project Red 1. I'm gonna, I don't know, mark these somehow every time I make a word goal. And then over here we have the table of contents of things that I've done so far, which it doesn't look like a lot, but it's a lot. I have not put the cover that I made for my book yet on Canva, but that'll go there as soon as I have it made. And then this blank page will just be for more table of contents stuff. And then over here we start with the word count goals, which I made 2 different ones. I should probably renumber those to more than 120, because that would make sense. But this one, it counts to 120 all the way through, and then this one is little boxes to show that too. And then these are my novel goals, which are, I mean, pretty good. So there's get to 200,000 words, because it's going to be at least that long. And then there's plot the ending of the novel, get to know my characters by making like mood boards and character sheets, get a better idea of where the story is going, or making an outline for each one, make the basic outline of the overarching story for Project Red, which is what I'm calling this, make a map of the city and streets and where houses are, and then another thing I added to that was the other cities around it, and then I need to make maps of house layouts for each character, or main character, and then the snowflake method, and then print the cover I made in Canva, and then this is for uploading to Wattpad later. And then I made a little, I took notes on what the snowflake plotting method is, and there are 10 steps to it, and I have made it through, I believe, all of them, except I'm on making the character sheets. Those are what I'm on right now, and then I'll be on step 10. And then this is my 1-sentence summary of the story, the 1-paragraph summary, and then this is the questions that you ask your characters to kind of get to know them a little bit. So this is going to be a 1-sentence summary of the character, his motivations, the goals, conflict, and the epiphany. And then the 1-paragraph summary for that character. And then I've done that for all 4 of my main characters. And this is the 1-page novel summary, which The red ones are the 1 paragraph summary, and then this is where I expanded upon that to make it a 1 page summary. And then we move on to the 1 page novel summary for my characters, which is a little bit more than a page, obviously. It's just a summary of their story, what's going on for them and stuff, and it was very helpful to write everything out for them as I went, because then I would be able to write the outline pretty easily, because I already know what's going to happen for all of the characters. And then I put little decorations on some of them and on the pages and stuff. And I've actually written a lot in the last little while, because I stepped away from this for a while to really think about my story and where I want it to go. And then I came back to it and finished Celine's section, wrote this one, which my handwriting is a lot bigger, that's how you can tell I came back to it later. And then I wrote Vlad's as well, and his is in gold because he is the antagonist of the story, and I just thought gold would look nice. His is very long though, jeez. And then I ran out of gold, so I just put the regular tape there and then the little decoration. And then these are the minor character summaries, just kind of, you know, how they know other characters, where they come from, what they're doing, and stuff like that. There are a lot of minor characters. There are, how many are there actually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and okay, so there's 16, so there's 20 characters all together in the story, and I think that'll be helpful for moving on with this story and kind of developing some of these side characters and maybe making stories for them and stuff like that. And then when you get into my character profiles for each character, I have done 2 characters so far. I've done Xander and Celine. I still have to do Damien and Vlad. Damien's little tab is right there. So basically it's the role in the story, the physical description, what their greatest fear is, what their misbelief about the world is, what happened to them to make them believe that misbelief, what do they criticize others for, their love language, how they respond to emotional and physical pain, the top 3 things they value the most, an object they can't bear to part with and why, a typical outfit for them, method of manipulation, and how they're dissatisfied with their life, and what they believe will bring them true happiness or contentment, and then what step they can take to make that dream a reality, how their fears kept them from taking that action already, how this character feels they can accomplish their goal while still steering clear of the thing they are afraid of, describe their relationship with other characters, points of conflicts in those relationships, what they agree on, what they disagree on, secrets they keep from each other and why, and then how long have they known these other characters and when did they meet. And the last one is how will their relationships change over the course of the novel. A very long thing to, you know, write here. This one was 5.5 pages for Xander. Celine's was a lot shorter. Hers was only, I think, oh, hers was 5 pages. Okay, so hers was 5 pages long. And then I have these really cute little things here to signify each character. And then I have not started Damien's yet, but I do have the little character plate there. And then I have one more for Vlad. And that's as far as I've gotten, but I do plan to put a Preptober checklist at the end of these character profiles to make sure I, you know, have everything done. And then I'll have some NaNoWriMo spreads, like I had in a previous journal. Let me look real quick. Okay, here we go. And then there's a couple other spreads from this journal that I want to put in here. Here we go. So this is kind of what I want. I want to make these as well at some point, but I can't take these out of this journal, so I have to reprint them. But having goals for each week of NaNoWriMo, and then how much I want to be writing, and then my overview of the month, and then the graph for NaNoWriMo, and then my target word counts and what I end up making. So my target, my actual, and then the running total are going to be very important. And then my chapter and section tracker, I might keep that, I might not, I don't know, because I have 180 sections, so I don't know if I'm going to need that. The character appearances and chapters will be really important though, because it'll help me see where characters show up the most and what's so important to them. Or, you know, why they need to be in there. And then a NaNoWriMo sprints tracker to kind of keep up with, you know, how much I'm writing and stuff and how sprints are going, so I can kind of think about how much writing I need to do. And then that's it for this one. I do have a couple of other kind of spreads that I want, like writing goals, which I already have. Oh, the 12 level dungeon crawl, that one's really fun too, because it ends up being really hard actually. Because you have to roll 2 dice and get a number at or above the level that you're on, and then you can move on. And then this is 24 level. I thought of that too apparently. Let's see, is there anything else I want to have? Not really. And those are all the spreads from this journal that I do want to put in there. And then keep a word count graph for each month, and then how much I end up, my goal, my session goal of words, my session actual words, and then the running total of words. I think I'm going to keep that even after NaNoWriMo, because I like the idea of looking at how much I'm writing and then seeing on a graph how far I'm getting. I think that's a really cool idea. Put that back where it goes. So that is the plan for finishing Preptober. And then into November NaNoWriMo, obviously I'm going to put those spreads in and, you know, kind of keep up with, you know, where the story's going, what I'm doing. I do have a lot to do in this last week, though, because I need to take these. I think I'm going to cut them down here and then just keep those pieces. So kind of cut out this part here, because this was an outline I made in Excel, and each one of these is a chapter. I have 4 stacks of these because there's 180 sections so far, which will probably end up being 180 chapters. I'm not sure, but that is the plan for this. We'll see what happens. Alright, that is going to be it for this video. Let me know down in the comments what you guys are doing for NaNoWriMo, how the writing's been going, what helps you get through the writing process, if there's anything you've been working on for a very long time as I have, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!